Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Ciocca Ford of Flemington in Flemington, New Jersey to check out this brand new 2025 Ford Bronco Sport. This is the Heritage trim with four-wheel drive. Azure gray is the color. We got the two-tone white roof with the navy pier plaid fabric interior. This Heritage vibe with the steel wheels, the sideline pinstripe with Bronco script on it. So you let me know if you're looking for one of these 4x4 Bronco Sports. You got 5 trims to choose from. Base Big Bend, then the freewheeling, this Heritage, the Outer Banks, or the top trim Badlands. Which one would you go with, and would you consider this Heritage look on the Bronco Sport? You can let me know as we go through the vehicle. So let's dig in. Front end of the Bronco Sport in the Azure gray, and we have the white Heritage grille with a full spread of LED lighting up front, including the fog lamps with the Bronco name in red across the front grille. Functionality in the grille, top and bottom. Now as we come around to the wheel and tire setup on the Bronco Sport Heritage, we have the 17-inch white steel wheels with the Bronco badge on the center cap. Now these wheels are wrapped in Continental Pro Contact all-season tires, 225 on the width, a 65 series sidewall 17s, all 4 corners, 4-wheel drive. Moving on out, there is the Bronco Sport with the Azure gray and the white on the wheels, and then on the pinstripe, and then on the roof. We move in closer, we have this Heritage pinstripe with the Bronco name right there, looking good. Flat black side view mirrors, no LED turn signals, flat black on the front and rear door handle with your keypad code right there. Looks kind of like sticking out like a sore thumb, but you let me know. As we come to the left side fuel filler cap up top, we're going to have flat black on the roof rails, the old-fashioned flat black antenna. And then we're going to have a white roof with a standard sunroof. And then as we come around the back, we have that very flat back to the Bronco Sport with the wiper down below on the glass. And then we have standard lighting in the back for your tail lights and turn signals with the Bronco Sport name in white on the back. And our exhaust is tucked up underneath the rear of the vehicle. We are under the hood of this 25 Bronco Sport Heritage, and we have Ford's 1.5 liter turbocharged inline 3-cylinder engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 181 horsepower, 190 pound-feet of torque. This Bronco Sport can tow up to 2,200 pounds, MPGs, 25 in the city, 30 on the highway, 27 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price 25 Bronco Sport Heritage 4x4, $33,395. Ford has added over $4,000 in options to this vehicle, which we'll go over when we check out the window sticker. Once you add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,595 from Ford's Hermosillo, Mexico assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $39,050. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move on in and we're going to go black soft touch material across the top and on the insert. Then you have the navy pure vinyl with the red cross stitch, fairly soft, more navy pure around your black door handle with the white trim, flat black on the switch gear, nice large door pocket, standard audio system, nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator with the floor mats in the rear of the vehicle at this time. We do have a flat black Bronco door sill plate to welcome you to the vehicle. And then seating wise, we're going to have power seat with lumbar for the driver, manual assist front passenger, and then the navy pier and plaid fabric interior with red cross stitch, and then we have this light blue or gray cross stitch, hard to tell the way the sun is. Then you have this plaid fabric insert. Bolstering is soft, headrests are firm. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver. We move on over to the dash. soft touch with the Bronco name right there into your heat and air vent. And then down below, nice large glove box right here. And then as we swing it on over, we have Ford's 13.2-inch Sync 4 wireless CarPlay Android Auto. All maps and nav will come through your phone. No built-in nav into this one, but we do have Sirius XM as well as HD AM and FM Bluetooth audio as well. We can go back to source. We can Bluetooth our phone. We can go to our features where we can get our towing. So here's your towing app where you can go ahead and engage the sway control, go through your connection checklist to make sure everything is done correctly before you head off. So they have that owner's manual, driver assistance features right here, which you can go ahead and bring up, configure how you want to have those look. You can go back here. We can go back to home, and then you have your apps, where there you have your CarPlay Android Auto app, mobile apps. Come over here, you got your general settings, where you can, again, set up your radio, set up your phone, adjust your speakers, vehicle setting, set your clock, set up your Wi-Fi hotspot. You can go to vehicle settings, set up how you want everything to look there. So it is really nice and easy and simple. No doubt about that. Now we go to reverse. We do have a nice large backup camera with trajectory. You do have additional views you can go through, and you can zoom in or zoom out. So nicely done. We go back to park, and there you have it, plain and simple. Now down below you have climate control right here with 3-stage heated seats, which work really good for the driver and the front passenger right there. So that's a good deal, but you're not going to see a heated steering wheel in this Bronco Sport Heritage. Now down below, 2 heat and air vents, push button start, and then we have this plastic panel across here where we have our engine auto stop start on or off, max defrost, 4 ways on or off, traction control off, clean screen. You push that in and the screen will just go to a clean view, or you can have your standard view. And then down here you got your cameras, volume knob right there. Down further you got a wireless charging pad, a 12-volt USB-C, USB-A, and then if that isn't enough for you, up above your infotainment screen, hiding behind it, you have an area to lie stuff right here with a couple of USB-Cs right there. So we have 2 USB-Cs up here, and then down further you got another C and another A, so overall 4 USBs so far. We come down further, you got your dial that's going to go through this 8-speed automatic with low gear, electric brake, auto vehicle hold, GOAT modes, which we'll check out in a minute, 2 cup holders, Bronco Sport key fob, pretty plain and Jane, unlock, lock, panic button, and then it says Bronco on the back. And then you have this navy pure vinyl with the red stitching, very soft. Open that up, and you do have a larger area for storage with another 12-volt. Bronco Sport steering wheel, leather wrap wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches, feels good. Round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room to get in and out of this vehicle at 5'11", a nice large open and airy passenger cabin. Bronco, bucking Bronco on the horn button. Now over here on the left, flat block on the switchgear where you're going to have your adaptive cruise volume. Right here, safety suite controls. On the right side, you're going to have your telephone voice commands controls for the digital dash. No paddles. On the left, you're going to have your turn signals, high beams. On the right, front and rear wiper. Down over here on the left, pop the tailgate, adjust your headlights and your fog lamps, brighten dim the dash. Then we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have our fully digital dash, looking good. So let's check out our GOAT modes. So we have normal, we have slippery, we have eco, sport, and off-road. And then you come back the other way to normal. So that's all she wrote as far as the GOAT modes, but it looks good. And then you have additional information you can go through on the center screen, depending on what you want to see when you're going down the road. Overhead console, you got a spot for your shades right there. Also, if you want your dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button right here remains in the center. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out. And then we have our roof right here. On the left side is your glass, right side is the shade. So even though it's a standard roof, we have an automatic shade, which I like. That's a nice touch. And then you can open up the glass. Wind buffeter comes up, glass goes back, and then you can close her on up. And then if you want to tilt, you can just push that glass button up towards the roof. There it is. And back down again. Every button works a little different. Then when you're done, you just move your shade back to the closed position and you're good to go. Rear view mirror, framed rear view mirror, manual dimming function, and then sun visor, home link into the sun visor, bring that down. We do have lighting and a vanity, and then does it slide? Yes, it does. Then in the back of the Bronco Sport, but first the rear door panel, you got the same action as the front with the black, with the blue and white, right? Soft armrest. So I do like the consistency design front to back. Now I have the seat set for my driving position, but the Bronco Sport a little tight getting in the back seat. You got a duck twist to get in. And then once you're in with this tall roof, I got plenty of room at 5'11" for my head, shoulders, and knees, but you got a lower roof line. So you're going to have to duck 5'9", 5'10", and up. Once I'm in, I have the fabric all the way down, seat pocket behind the driver and behind the front passenger. And then in the back, I got 2 heat and air vents, a couple USB-Cs back here. So that makes 2, 4, 6. That's a nice amount for a small SUV. And then in the back, the same color combo with the navy pier and plaid fabric. Feels pretty soft. Then we open up our armrest, really firm, 2 cup holders, but overall, it's comfortable enough back here, but I wish I had a little bit more leg space. Getting in the cargo area of the Bronco Sport, well, it's a manual tailgate here in the Heritage trim, but you do have separate glass and door, so you can come to the back, and right on the left side of your backup camera, there is the glass button right there. Hit it, hear the glass pop, you can lift up, put something in, take something out, close up the glass, you're good to go. You're going to open the whole door. Well, to the right of the backup camera, there's the door button. You hit it, and then you got to lift up. And there you have it. Now, with the rear seats up in this square shape, 32.5 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Bronco Sport. Here are the all-season floor mats right here, front license plate bracket, all-season cargo mat in here, and then underneath here, there is more storage because there is no spare just to fix the flat. And then we do have some cubbies on either side for some storage. We do have some tie downs, some lighting here in the back, as well as a 12 volt. So that makes 3 12 volts in this Bronco Sport. And now to get the rear seats down, you can either reach through or you can go around to the door. So for today, we're going to reach through, push the button down, throw the seats down, push the button down, throw the seats down, and now, with the rear seats down in this big boxy shape, we're looking at 65.2 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of Bronco Sport. Window sticker, here we go, 25 Bronco Sport Heritage, azure gray, plaid cloth navy pier, standard options left to right. Now all the options. The paint, power moonroof, convenience package, floor liners, cargo mat, splash guards, the keypad entry system, an extra $2 1/4. There is the pricing, total vehicle MSRP, made in Mexico, fuel economy estimates, government safety ratings. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 25 Bronco Sport Heritage in the azure gray metallic. And right off the bat, I got great visibility out all the glass. Big boxy shape, easy to see out of, no problem. We have a nice, decent sized rear view mirror, large side view mirrors. We do have blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that jazz in here for safety. LED lighting up front for safety, standard lighting in the back. I think I would have liked to at least seen LED taillights in the back since we got the LED headlights up front. And unlike Escape, which this shares a platform with, it has a much more firm off-road vehicle type ride. Even though this Heritage trim is not set up for big time off-roading with the all-season tires and all that, it does have a firmer ride, and we are in normal. Now the brakes, they stop right on the dime, no problem. And then we'll take off. And like I mentioned in previous reviews, the 1.5 Turbo 3, it's okay, but the vehicle takes off a bit slow, to be honest. Right, 181 on the horses, 190 on the torque. I like the 2-liter motor in this better. Right now you can only get the 2-liter motor if you go all the way up to the top trim Badlands. I would like to see them make the 2-liter engine available as an option in the lower level trims. You know, go ahead and charge extra for it. Say you charge $1,500 more or $2,000 more if you want the larger engine in a Heritage or in a Big Bend or in a Freewheeling, which are the 3 lower level trims, or even in the Outer Banks. Give people that option, because I think you'll see a lot of people going for the 250 horsepower and 280 on the torque with that 2-liter Turbo 4 rather than this engine. I think that would be a nice option, rather than giving me this power moonroof and all these other extras on the inside and charging me 40 grand for a Heritage that starts off at 33. You know, give me an option to throw in, let's say, the 2-liter into this, take it from 33 to 35. I'll put in the convenience package an extra $1,300. Right now I'm at 36.5. Let's say I'm at 37 after delivery. You know, that's more realistic, and now I got the better power plant. So there's some things I think they can do with this to really make it more user-friendly for a lot of people. And if you don't want the 2-liter, you can stick with the 1.5, keep it the standard engine, no extra engine, and you're going down the road no problem if you want to rock and roll that way. But I don't like this trend that I'm seeing, and Ford's not the only one, where we get a lower trim vehicle at a lower price, but then they add in a boatload of options and then charge you almost 40 grand for it and price people right out of the vehicle. I just don't think that's a smart move. Now, turning radius on this is 18.7 feet, so it's pretty good for a Bronco Sport, but like I mentioned, it is pretty darn jostling in here. That's probably the right word. I'm being jostled around. But the suspension's well damped, the steering nice and light but direct, so that's a good deal. Now we'll go to, let's say we go over to Sport just to check things out. See if it goes any better. A little bit better, but it's not, you're really not going to notice much with this type of engine in here. All right, now we give you a little highway demo. We'll get this up to highway speed. And you can hear the wind. As you do have a boxy shape, you're pushing through the air. So it's going to be a little windy in here. You're going to get some tire noise. You're going to get wind noise. But just wanted to give you an idea what it's going to be like. But you let me know. If you're in the market for this type of vehicle, right, you go with, let's say, do you go Ford Escape or do you go Bronco Sport? Because the Bronco Sport does outsell the Escape in a big way. And if you're going to go Bronco Sport, where are you going to go? Do you want this Heritage trim, or is this a little bit too old school? You want to get something more modern? And what do you think about making the larger engine available as an option? Let me know, put it in the comments. But if you're not going Bronco Sport, where else are you going to go with your hard-earned SUV money? Put it in the comments and let me know. But I do want to thank Ciocca Ford of Flemington for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Heritage for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.